Oh, hello and welcome back to my channel. Evening all. You doing copper sing there, Shaz? Evening. Hello, Shrimp Shack. How are you? Do you know that's really weird? You're talking about Chuckle Brothers. I can't remember. Me and Rob were talking about something the other day. I have to keep a watch out for when Glenn jumps in. He's got the link. Hi, Bud Files. Yeah, me and Rob were talking about Chuckle Brothers the other day, and I went, "Didn't one of them die?" And he went, "Yeah." And I went, "Well, they're not laughing now, are they?" And he went, "Mary Lou." I was like, "Oh God, I'm sorry." That was just so bad. Oh dear. Right. Can remember my kids watching him. I hear 54 degrees. 54 degrees. Yeah, I can remember my kids watching him with my lads. Chuckle Chuckle Brothers, the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah. Oh, hang on, let me just mute that. It's just my singer decided to start. Oh, here he is. Good evening. Your mic's muted, by the way.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
INT, what's that stand for? DX Jelly Rogers 26.99. Come
Are,
on.
are we live yet?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
late.
hello. Who's here? Who's in with us?
Who's in?
Yeah.
Hiya, Mark. Oh, I've not seen you for ages. Shaz, Shrimp Shack, The Bud Files, 54 Degrees North, and Mark. I think that's it for now.
Hi,
You got a
guys.
bone, you got a bone to pick with Glenn? Oh, pick away, Shrimp Shack.
Let me just sort things out first, mate. I've not been in here for a while. I don't know if I'll have to go out and come back in.
What for? The chat?
Yeah, where's the chat?
I don't know. Can you get it on your? I don't know because I don't use my phone or tablet.
So it's
Are you
okay,
trying?
mate. I've found it. Let me just go to. Right, okay. Right, hello there, Mark. Hello there, Shaz. Hello there, the Bud Files. Hello there, my brother Andrew David. How are you, my friend, my American brother? He is actually my brother, but he lives in
As
upstate
far
New
away from you
York.
as possible.
Yeah, he's actually, he's actually an ex-sheriff.
I know I spoke to
Apparently,
Drew a bit.
apparently, the lady says he's got a big gun, mate.
Well, there you go. You got a
53
six.
degrees north. Oh yeah. Hello, Shrink Shack. Did
Did you?
you fall down a well, Glenn? Why do I sound echoey? Yeah, I
Well, you
think I've
don't sound.
sussed it out. I've sussed it out, mate. It's been a while since I've been in. It's been a while since I've done anything
I know.
because
No, you've
for
been poorly sick, though, haven't you?
pardon,
Oh, you've been poorly sick, though.
I have. I've been very poorly. For those that don't know, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I was taken into hospital, and within hours I was in the operating theatre being operated on, and it was actually. I don't like to exaggerate about health issues or anything like that, but it was actually touch and go for a while there. I've actually been recovering for the past 2 months. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. It's nice to be back. As I wrote to you earlier on, Andrew, I'm getting there. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm taking like more part in social media now, whereas before I wasn't. I wasn't up to it. I just, you know, it was just too much for me to cope with, like with recovery. But yeah, thanks, Andrew. It's good to actually be back. I've actually got a little bit of noise going off at the moment, Max, because when you sent me the link, I was getting some chicken nuggets ready in the air fryer, so that's blaring away at the moment. Until that finishes, it's like quite noisy. Yeah,
Yeah,
54, Elf first, most definitely.
me and you talk to each other too much. We both went, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. It's nice to be taking part again with social media. As I say, when you're in recovery and you don't feel up to it, everything's like an effort. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it gets hard, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah.
And then it's not like you get something in your head, you think, oh, I'll do this. And then by the time it gets around to doing it, you think, oh, God, I can't be bothered doing that. I'm too tired.
Yeah, like sometimes, I mean, me and Andrew touched on it earlier on. Andrew did anyway. Do you know, like sometimes when you spend a lot of time, on the internet, especially like running groups, pages,
Yeah.
you partake in a lot of things and you get that burnout where you want to watch, but like just writing something in a chat, you'd rather just watch, because when it comes to like partaking and associating with people in chat, you just feel, like you just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And it's not that I couldn't, I didn't feel like I couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't do it. It was just too much, like with recovery.
Yeah, you don't want it. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. It's that simple, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should watch some of Shazzy's streams. She's got them where she's just got like a camera next to the river and just watching the river for an hour and things like that. It's dead relaxing.
Yeah, that's quite nice. That is.
Yeah, and she also makes like wax melts, the scented wax melts. Well, when she's making the wax and doing it all, and she puts the colours in, she just leaves that recording as well. And it's like, cloud spotting, when you look for shapes in clouds and all that. Well, this wax is melting up and bubbling and doing all sorts of weird shapes, and it's dead relaxing just sat there watching it do it. Something really crazy.
Yeah, it's... you've been live for a few minutes then, Max.
10 past-ish, I went live at.
Yeah, I didn't know whether you were going to change your mind and go live or not when you messaged me. So I thought I'll get some in the air fryer, and then I was like, when I was chatting back and forth to you, I was actually like watching a film called In the Blood with is it something Karina? That was played in The Mandalorian. Gina Carrera.
Right, I don't think I've only watched. I think I watched first season at Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian's brilliant. I enjoyed Boba Fett
I actually enjoyed the first season, and then it's just that I've just forgot about it. That's what it is. It's one of those that I've just forgot to go back to.
Yeah.
It's
what's the title of this? All I can see is Mags and Glenn. We talk what?
Shit, but I didn't put shit. I restricted it out.
Well,
the thumbnail is Mags and Glenn. We know stuff.
Well, Mag's situation in a place called Bedlam, 54, where all the nutcases come from, and I'm actually in Robin Hood County, Sherwood Forest, just north of Nottingham, there in the UK.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you, 54? Or is your map designation actually 54 degrees north?
I bet it is. It's cool there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was there a TV series with something like that? It was named something like that.
What? Bedlam?
No. Yeah, there was that. There was. It was scary, that Bedlam. Did you watch it?
I didn't know. No. Oh, you're from Preston too. There you go, Max. a fellow person from Preston, where you are.
Well, you know, all the best people come from here. Is it
not
Fylde,
one-
I think he said?
It's not one of your family members, is it, mate?
No, it's sane.
Yeah, I've got news for
Mind
you.
you-
Nobody's safe in Preston.
No, that's true. I was Kirkham. I used to have to go into Kirkham every day to bank. I were one of the managers at you know, Dobbies. You'll know where I mean. There, and I used to have to go do banking in Kirkham. So, and they used to say, "Oh, do it in your lunch hour." I used to say, "Piss off! I'm having my lunch hour. I'm not driving up there to bank and use it as my lunch hour. Get stuffed."
We've got code words now coming in from Shazlow, Lancashire and the Black Slugs.
Oh,
Sounds
you didn't watch
like
the
a
video.
rock group,
No.
that does.
Did you know? I mentioned them before. Apparently, we've got a real hate, by the way, hate on for Black Slugs here.
What, like?
We're doing some well, snails. Yeah, there were snails. It was in that stream that I did last night. It was like to cure warts. You rubbed a black snail on your wart, right? For some reason, and apparently it had to be black. I don't know. Yeah, Dobbies at Clifton. And then you put it in a bag with some pebbles. Oh no, sorry, I'm missing. You skewered it on a hawthorn bush, so you had to skewer the snail on a hawthorn bush, then rip it off, put it in a bag with some pebbles, throw it over your left shoulder, and then whoever found the bag opened it and touched what was in it, got the warts. Well, they would anyway because it's contact, but anyway, they got the warts. But I went off on a frigging tangent then because I started on. It sounds like you've got to have. It sounds like an STD. If you don't have a bag on, you can catch an STD. And I went off on a tangent then. But yeah,
Is that a real thing?
There were two with black snails. I can't remember what other one were now, but there were another one with black snails in as well. I was like, they just really. I put a thing up, Lancashire haters, number one haters of black snails.
Is that something that people used to do, or is that something that people still do?
Well, I'm hoping it's used to do it because if somebody come up to me and they said, "Mine's."
Oh, Mags, look, we've got that woman in there with the bra on.
Oh.
That hypochondriac that rushes down to hospital with a splinter. Hey up, Rob.
I don't even know what spheroid. Hang on, I don't even know what that is. What is it? What is it that he's asking? Is it flat or is it?
Who, me?
Is that what he's asking? Rob, is that what he's asking? Is the Earth what is it?
Oh, is the Earth an oblate spheroid?
What's that?
It means, is it like an oblate spheroid is like it's like a flattened. It's like a circle that's flattened at the top and bottom, so it bulges out at the edges. According to Neil deGrasse Tyson, a physicist and that from America,
watch his lectures. He's good.
Yeah, in one interview, he said the Earth was a pear shape, and then he changed his mind to an oblate spheroid. And I think it's the shape of a donut this week.
I like watching physics talks. You know, some of them are interesting. The stuff they come out with. I'm guessing a rugby ball. Hi, Cass. You're right, love.
Hi, Cass. How are you, sweetheart? Rob, have you got a new bra? Have you bought a new bra this week, Rob?
Rob came
did
in
you tell him what?
Really there. Did he come in there like freaking hard?
did you tell Rob what I said the other night, Max?
Oh no, I didn't know.
Oh, you won't get what I'm on about then.
34E. Fuck off,
Ooh.
34E. You've never been 34E till you were 5 stone lighter.
He's got bigger bobs than you have, Mags.
No, he hasn't. Believe you me. I've got boobs, and then I've got everybody else's boobs as well.
Keep them entertained, Mags. I'm just going to plate up me chicken nuggets, but I'm listening.
All right. All righty. Yeah, no. My sisters both flat chested, and then I got theirs. I think what it was, because I was the youngest child. My mum had big boobs, and I think she thought, well, I'm not sharing mine with my kids. So they were both flat chested, the first two girls. And then she had me, and mine went, I've got everybody's. So, yeah, it was, always had boobs. And I know Chloe, God bless her, got mine too. But she's a size 4 with boobs, so she looks like, I don't know, page 3 model. Let me have a look through chat. I know he's been off a long time, actually, Kaz, because he's been poorly sick. And freaking Rob coming in with, like, slam dunk, mic drop. Because Glenn believes in flat earth. Or he believes flat earth is a possibility. So Rob's just winding him up and taking piss. I always said if I won the lottery, I was sucked out a boob job. Yeah, our Tracy, my sister, she's like a 32 or 34. She don't think she's ever been a 34, but she's pregnant maybe, but 32, like but she's got nipples to spare. It's like half your little finger. She's all nipple, no action. That's what I always say to her. She's all nipple, no action. So you never know what you're going to get on My Lives, do you? Let's be honest. Oh, Claire Sweetie, hello. How are you? Love you a long time. Beth. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get on My Lives. I mean, just ended up talking about boobs. It's just is what it is.
Oh. These chicken nuggets.
I was an athletic type as well when I was younger, but I still had boobs. I used to run cross country. I used to have to strap those feckers down, I can tell you.
You should knock yourself out.
Oh, God, if I tried to run now, I'd have 2 black eyes within 3 strides.
What, and 2 broken kneecaps?
Yeah. I tell you, it is. They just go south. It's all right, though, because in winter, my knees never get cold anymore, so it's grand.
Oh, that's too much. Mags, that's too much information. Come on. Hi there, Beth. Hi there, Claire. I haven't seen you around for a while. And thank you, Cass.
She's worky, Claire now. It's a working girl, she is. I could flip him over my shoulder and tie him behind my bloody neck. Do you remember that song? Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow? Do your boobs hang low?
I only hear things like that, Mags, when I talk to you.
keep me ears warm in winter.
I had a very sheltered upbringing, Mags, and you've enlightened my mind no end.
See, keep Rob's ears warm in winter.
Yeah,
it'd be all right. It's just when I start hearing the noise, it's just no. Hiya, Jim. You all right? Yeah, he doesn't need to make that noise.
Hi there, Silver Shroud.
It's Glenn, Glenn. It used to be North Nottingham Paranormal.
No, it was North Nottingham Paranormal Investigators, and then I changed my channel to Keep Lighting the Path.
Hang on, did I have to add the investigators at the end? Because, you know, it would have known who you were from North Nottingham. Seriously.
No, well,
you were only one. Who else?
no, I wasn't. But I had a team of 5.
No, you were only one he spoke to. That's why I just said North Nottingham. You'll know who it is.
No, there was Jill, there was Alison, there was Paul, and there was Shane. And me.
Yeah.
Nearly 100 years experience of investigating the paranormal between us.
Yeah, 54 degrees. You never know what you're going to get when me and Glenn get on a live together. Hence the title and the silly thumbnail, because, like, we just talk.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was going to tell Shaz before when she was on the live. You know what I told you before, Glenn with Spoon? Because I told Shaz the other day about the cup and where it were. So today, Shaz, I sat there and I heard a tinkling and I turned round and I watched a spoon flip out of a ball at the side of my bed. I had some soup and it literally went boom, out onto the floor. Crazy stuff. Change. Oh, hey, ask her about her mask. 54 degrees. Ask Beth about her mask. She likes her boots and masks.
Who likes boots and masks?
Beth.
Who does?
Beth.
Beth likes boobs and masks.
Boots. Hello. Ah, you scared Danny. Yeah, come here into this microphone and say hi. Say hi.
Hi,
Say, I'm Sierra.
I'm Sarah.
Hello, Sierra.
Ah! And if you're watching chat, I bet people will say hello to you. And then I'll read it for you. What have you got there?
There comes slime poo.
Poo putty. Slime. Have you got slime?
Slime there comes poo.
You got slime that looks like poo. It's what colour is that?
Purple.
It is purple.
I like purple.
You like purple.
Yes, really squishy.
It's really squashy.
Slab.
What does this say? Do you know what that is? What is it that?
There comes slime poo.
Unicorn slime poo. Okay. Unicorn poo. Your granddad said it's unicorn poo. There you go. Mark said, hello, Sierra.
Oh, let's go back a bit. Silver
Hello,
Stripe was
Mark.
on about the Johnny Depp trial.
You know who's talking there? It's Glenn. Say hi, Glenn. Glenn was one of the first things she said. Remember when she used to send you voice messages going, Glenn? You love you. Oh, she just went, I love you to you, Glenn.
Oh, bless her. At least somebody does.
Oh. Say, I'm going now.
I'm going now.
Say, I'm going home.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Glenn.
Bye again.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye bye.
See you later, alligator. See you later. See you later. Sierra. You singing Sierra? Yeah, I heard you. Bye-bye, Angel. Love you. See you later, Chloe. Love you. She just come running in. I didn't even see her coming up the stairs. She just ran in my bedroom and went, ah!
It's trying to frighten
I
you.
didn't even know she were in. Chloe actually got her. She went in there because somebody had told her it weren't on that fair, but when she went and looked, it actually was on.
Oh, okay.
So she took her up fair for a bit. So she's happy now, Sierra.
Where
She
is she?
struggles, you know, like we're working and getting time to spend with other kids and think, because she's at nursery during day, but you know, for like play dates and things like that, she struggles because she works full time, Chloe.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
no,
hard to get into things.
and there no children clubs or anything she could go to.
I don't think it's going to be really that much of a bother because she goes to school in September. She's going to be youngest in year because her birthday's right at end of August, isn't she? And she's tiny. She's only a dot.
How old is she now, Max? 4?
No, she'll be 4 at end of August.
God, I can remember when she was first born, you know. It seems like it was
Yeah.
only like yesterday.
She'll be 4 at end of August, and she starts school in beginning of September. So she'll be one at if not the youngest, one of the youngest in year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the cut-off is the 31st of August for the new year, and she's the 26th. So, but it's not that. She's actually a tiny little dot as well. She still wears 2 to 3 year old clothes, you know.
Was Chloe a small baby then?
No. Mm-mm. No, but Chloe got to like 14 and then stopped growing. You know, Chloe was £9.10 when she was born. But she got to like a certain age, and then because she's like 5'4" and a bit claw, and she's only like a size 4 clothing, and they're too big on her. So,
I grew up quick through my teenage years, and I ended up at 6'9". I did.
Yeah. Well, my lads, Alex was premature. He was 6 weeks near enough, and he's just shy of 6'5" now. So, yeah, and the other lads like same height. They're both exactly the same height and wear the same shoes size, both in size 11 shoes. But our Alex is built like a bloody brick out house, and our Martin's skinny. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Because she's going to be going there with somebody who's more or less a year older than her in that class. It is, and she's going to be expected to keep up with them. It is crazy how they do it.
You'd be surprised how quick they come on there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks, Beth. Get people to like. So it's like at the end of my videos, I always say like, "We do all that good stuff, like share comments." It's all the good stuff in it. That's what I usually say. We do all the good stuff.
Yeah, because when I did the Santa Claus thing over on D-Live, when me and Zara was dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
She was only like 2, I think.
Yeah, only 2. But she was gobsmacked, wasn't she, at that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you about other week? She sat there. Well, you can't swear in front of her now. Hi Shannon, how are you? Hi
Sharon.
Because she like repeats everything. She is literally a parrot. And she was sat in the living room.
She don't want to be sitting around you for too long, then, does she, Max?
No, but I have to really curb it, because when she was a bit smaller, I would go, shit, if I drop something, she'd be shit, and I'd go, don't tell your mum. But she was sat in her living room the other day at her house, and I was talking to Chloe on the phone, and we were voice messaging, video calling, you know, and she went, no, she's not. And I went, what? She went, listen to this. So she snuck up to the living room door, put 4 round, and Sierra sat there watching telly, just going, motherfucker, 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 motherfucker.
What? Oh, I wonder where she got that from, eh, Mags?
And Chloe went, hey, excuse me, young lady, what are you saying? And she come out with the name of this kids' TV program that actually just sounded, you know, like the sounds, it sounded like motherfucker. And Chloe went, oh, no, you wasn't. That is not what you were saying at all.
I think most of us have got an experience, though, haven't we? You know, where we've swore at a young age and it's sounded funny to the parents.
Well, I have to turn around, because being a nana, it's kind of different than being a mum. You know, if she was mine, I'd be going, what the bloody hell, who said you could say that? Where did you hear that? You know, and it'd be full kit and caboodle. As a nana, I have to turn around, not let her see me laughing, then turn back and go, you can't say that, love.
Yeah, there was a young girl that used to tease me. Well, she was a bit older than me, but she used to bully me. Yeah. Oh. Everyone for Glenn. Oh. Yeah, I think she was about 3 or 4 years older than me, but I think I was about 7 or 8 at the time. And she said something to me and I answered her back. And she says, well, your mum's an effing bitch. So I ran down the street, burst into the front door, and my mum sat there at the table. And I says, Mum, like Greta up the road, she's just called you an effing bitch. And like everyone just looked at me and burst out laughing. And I realised what I'd said. But I thought I was going to get a clip across the ear for it, but they just laughed. You don't think, do you?
No. Our Chloe, she was like 2 or something like that. And she was sat combing Abigail, my niece. She was sat combing Abigail's hair behind her. And our Alex was being a right cheeky little shit with me. And I was sat there, I was reading a book on the Moors murders by one of the victims' sons. And I was sat reading this book, and he was like winding me up to high heaven. And I turned around and I went, shut it. And he was like 14 or something at the time. No, he's 8 years older than Chloe. So she was like 2 or 3. So, you know, it'd have been 10, 11 or whatever. And I went, shut up. And he carried on winding me up. And I went to sit up out at chair and lifted my book up as if I were going to hit him with a book. And our Chloe shouted, twat him. And, you know, like my living room was full. You know, like my sister was in, I was in, you know, kids were in, and the whole room just went whoosh. Silent. It was like the air was sucked out of the room. And she started crying, and she went, oh, I'm sorry. And she ran off into the dining room, and I used to have a 2-seater settee in the dining room at the time, and she threw herself onto it. And I went in and I was going to shout at her, but she was sobbing that much and crying that bad. I couldn't tell her off. I just went, don't say those words. They're not in the grown-up words. She can't say them. And I felt really bad because she was heartbroken. She said it.
I think 54 is right there. I think swearing as a whole, since the internet's been around, I think it is more prevalent, like in everyday speech. You know, like personally myself, I don't really swear.
Yeah, I'm a swearer.
Yeah, I'll swear like in, you know, if I'm having like a personal conversation, but
yeah,
I only swear if I get angry, but I don't swear ever at all. Like in general conversation, like in a public arena. But one of the words that I really do dislike is the word "see you next Tuesday." When people just say it all the time, I can't be doing with that. That is one of my pet peeves when I hear that coming out of people's mouths.
Yeah,
because you know I can understand if it comes out in the right context, but it don't. It's just a word that's just used, like overused now, just for the sake of it being used.
Yeah. See, I always used to find it hard, Cass, because I swore, but I tried not to swear in front of kids, and you know they get to an age and they know what's right or wrong anyway. You know what I mean? So they know not to say it. But yeah, I wouldn't go out in the street swearing. Never. If I were out, I never swear. You know, like if I'm out, if I'm talking to people at house, I am a swearer. But if I get into an argument with somebody, I don't swear. Rob said it's really weird. He said you could argue with somebody. He said, and you get all superior. He said, and you talk really calm, and you know, you get superior. He said, I'm just used to hearing you go off a couple, you know. But I don't swear if I'm arguing with somebody either. Poor Drew lived a sheltered childhood.
Oh,
it did normalise it.
What do you reckon, Max? Do you think he really did?
No.
I think Drew's analogy of having a sheltered childhood is he used to spend most of his time in the bicycle sheds with his girlfriends.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you can load Mr. Drew. We know, Drew. We know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, but I don't swear with them out. I just wouldn't. But
What?
besides
You
that,
don't? Well, hang on a minute. What? You don't swear, or you like to be posh in front of strangers?
no, I just don't swear because if you knew my mum, like she'd have battered us if we were acted like that outside the house, you know. I raised you better than that. I brought you up. I didn't drag you up. That's what I'd have got told.
Do you like it? Hang on a minute. We've got gossip in the chat here, Max. Do you like it rough then, Andrew? You know, if you're going to let your secrets out, Mag streams are the place to do it.
Yeah,
it won't
yeah.
go no further. It won't go no further, will it, Max?
No, you can just tell us. We're good.
It won't go no further because nobody watches Mag's stream. Oh, I was a bitch there, wasn't I, Max?
Yeah, but you believe it if flat, so you know we let these things go every now and then.
That's all right, Max. Nobody watches mine either.
Hey, I've got people talking in here.
We can sulk together.
Oh dear. Honestly, 54.
Yeah, we're waiting for it, Beth. We're waiting for it. He's not very forthcoming, is he? He just seems to be sitting there giggling to himself like a little spoiled school child.
If you knew me and Glenn, like that's nothing compared to the stuff we do say to each other, not on stream.
Oh no, we're always trying to rip each other apart, aren't we? In a funny kind of way. It's all done in good taste.
The barn is for more than
Yeah, what sort of milking though, Drew? I hope I ever miss something. Beth
Now
being told to
Millie's
calm down.
milkmaid. Where's milking Andrew?
Yeah, come on, Drew. We're waiting. We're all waiting in anticipation of your answer.
Oh. Can you remember that song? Did you see? We used to be. I don't know whether you did scouts or anything like that, but we used to do like brownies guides and that. And it was
no, that was long before I was born, mate. You're much older than me. I can't remember stuff like that.
Get lost. I'm older than you. It was now Millie the milkmaid was milking a cow. Milking a cow, she did not know how. So the farmer came over to give her the sack. So she turned the cow over and poured the milk back.
I think there was a few other choice words put in there, weren't
there? No, that was a clean version. That was it. And there was another one that, you never go to heaven in a Playtex bra, because a Playtex bra won't stretch that far.
People, I don't. Does Playtex still make bras, Mags? I don't.
Do you know what? I don't know. Shall we have a look?
Yeah, go on, Google it. Do Playtex still make bras? Because they used to advertise them on telly, didn't they? Cross your heart bra.
Yeah, bras.
Support your something, and then something at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I can't remember how the advert went.
Yep. They still sell them.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, Max. We've got goats in the chat now. Andrew's mentioning goats, so we know what he was doing in the barn.
Over shoulder, boulder holders.
Over shoulder, boulder holders. Yeah, I can remember that.
What's
yeah, we want all the details, Drew. Don't hold back.
Were you scared because they had them on the edge of a cliff, so they pushed back?
Bloody hell, how fast your internet, Max? I'd have thought you'd looked that up before now.
What?
Do Playtex still make bras?
All right. Do you know?
Well, you forgot that already. It's only been 2 minutes. I don't know. It comes with age, don't it?
Hang on. I lost track of time when I started reading about the goats.
Oh, right. Yeah. Just rumours. Yeah, course. Yeah. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Was it a bit of participation? I bet you went, didn't you? You're going to turn around, Drew, and tell us, I only went to have a look. Yeah, all right, we'll believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
No, I've never heard of Bagborn. What's that about then, Drew?
Backboard? No, I haven't. Is it not when they come out in the?
Is it Born or is it Bomb? Bag Bomb. Is that an R or an N or is it an M?
I know when you get that, it looks like BORN.
Yeah.
It might be bag bomb though.
Is it a bag bomb, Drew, or is it a bag born? If it's born, abbreviate it. B-R-M-B. Do you remember when you used to learn like words like that at school, Mags?
Phonics. They still do it at school. You have to learn your
Yeah.
phonics because it's the foundation of all words.
Here's one, Mags. Curly K for cat and a kicking
Yeah.
K for kitten.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I was way before my time, Mags. It was something I was told.
You danced on top of the pops with the girls, did you? Oh, what were they called? The girls who used to dance on top of the pops.
Legs 11.
Legs 11, that's it.
And there was another group, wasn't there?
Yeah. Now, Legs
what was-
11, it was actually Legs 11. That was our Caroline's first CB handle, Legs 11.
Oh, right, okay.
Hmm. And then
Mine was Black Panther.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mine was Opal Fruits.
Mystery Schooler.
Pam's People.
lives,
There you
right?
go. That was it, weren't it?
Yeah, Pam's People. That was the other one.
Hi, Mystery Schooler. How are you? Yeah,
I think Legs 11. Legs 11 was a BBC thing on Top of the Pops, and Pam's People was like when they used to have like the variety shows on a Saturday night. They used to come on and dance to songs, like on ITV or something.
Mm. Right. Hot Gossip. Yeah, that was another one, wasn't it?
Break 'em on now. This here's a rubber duck. Newton, 7th of June as a holiday over the pass. Old black Mac with a can on the back and a Jaguar all in ass. Foot on the floor, stroking ball, seat cover starting again. Now, Beavy, you're messing with a rubber duck and I'm about to put a plug on your drain. 'Cause we got a great big convoy trucking through the night.
Do you know who it were in that? Can you remember the actor?
Chris Christopherson.
Yes, I used to love Chris Christopherson. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've never heard of him, Max. It was way before my time.
Yeah, everything's before your time, but yeah, you knew that word for word. Go figure, and exactly who we were. Strange that he must be psychic or some shit.
Hang on. We've got filth in the chat. Drew's talking about rubbers now, Max.
Yeah, well, if I can go from a black snail to an STD, I think I'll allow it.
Yeah, but Drew's talking about barns and goats and rubbers and oh my God.
I don't want to thought you'd have needed one when you go, but you know.
Well, you used to sell tickets to the barn, Drew. It was self-admittance there, look.
Bloody hell.
He used to do the ticket part.
So how much does one of them tickets go for? I'm just asking for Glenn.
Oh, of course you are, Max. Oh, you bitch. How do you know that, Beth? Nah, I'm 41.
Yeah, now at 54 degrees. Take care, darling, and pop back again sometime. You know, we're always this bad. I'd like to say we're not always this bad, but we are. It's just it's how it is.
Yeah, 54. Just blame Drew. Andrew David there in the chat.
Yeah, or anybody else, really.
Yeah, especially Mags, because she's the worst offender out of everyone.
Me. Yeah, no, just always blame me because I'm always like this.
Mags has got a potty mouth.
Hey, at least I don't sell tickets to a barn where they're doing nasty things to go.
No, you're right. You're right, Mags. I have to concede that fact there that Drew's a lot worse than what you are. Take care, 54. You want to get the ladies up here in the chat, Mag? Send them the links and get everybody in. Come on, everybody, get up here on panel, all of you now.
Actually, mild. It is actually.
Hey, what?
Beth put this is actually mild.
A what? A what, Drew? Of course we
What?
know you. You're
we,
that.
we know a lot
You're
more
that.
about you now than we did 10 minutes ago, let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't know if he told you in confidence, Mags, but he kept telling me that, he's got a big gun. And then he used to add on the end of it, but I used to be a sheriff. And I'm like, yeah, of course, Drew, yeah.
But
You could have told me first that you was a sheriff and that you used to use a big gun. But you see, it's all in the context again, Mags. It's like, hey, Glenn, guess what? I've got a big gun. Oh, and by the way, I used to be a sheriff.
Well, Drew, you know what I did? I shot the sheriff. But the deputies, they were all right. I didn't do those.
Mags,
They were all right.
Mags.
What?
Mags,
Yes.
do Playtex still make bloody bras? It's been 10, 15 minutes now.
I told you at the time yesterday. It's just that you weren't listening.
I was listening.
We had a whole conversation, me and Beth. She put Playtex boulder holders, and I said, yeah, they're over-shoulder boulder holders. And I said, yes, they still do them.
Yeah, they might still do boulder holders, but do Playtex still make bras?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And
Good to know.
knickers.
That's good to know, Mags, because I think Andrew in the chat is actually looking for some support. All right, okay, Beth. Don't you start on me as well. I get enough off of Mags. Andrew, they're like two pecking hens. Here's Ben. Look, let's him pecking to death.
Don't mention hens to Drew because he might have a story about them too, where he had to use duct tape around the middle or something.
Have you been in the chicken hatch? Have you been collecting those eggs, Drew?
Could you imagine?
I think we might have to.
That?
The thing is, Beth, if we was to get in one of them, then all the bicycle shops in the area where Drew lives, they'd all run out of puncture outfits very quickly, and nobody would be able to ride the bikes.
He won't be able to ride his doll eyes, though.
Hang on, I'm just going to take my plate in the kitchen, and I'm just going to mute. I'll be back, but I'm listening.
All right, no worries.
And if you're talking about me, Mags, I'll hear you.
If I talk about you, do it to your face. No, Judah Gollum. No, I haven't. I haven't. Oh. See, that's my daughter. I'll just tell her I'm on a live quick. Oh, yeah, I'm still on my live stream. You've left your phone? Here?
Mystery, is that Golem? Is that the one from The Hobbit?
I've had a drink.
Max, mute yourself. Stop being ignorant.
Oh, yeah, but you weren't on, so I couldn't do that then.
Okay, then I'll pause myself now. It's oh so quiet. Come back, Max. Come back. All is forgiven.
1 sec, Glenn. Ask Gary to pick it up on his way back.
That's what Andrew normally says, Max. 1 sec.
Chloe's left her phone. Chloe's left her phone here, she said. So, but I can't take it round. Hang on.
Sure will, Drew. Okay, it's non-fiction, is it, Mister? Can you tell us more about that then? Judah Lowe's Golem.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Sounds like the name of a serial killer, that does.
Yeah. No, I'd never heard of it.
StreamYard link. Porn bomb, Max, porn bomb.
Who wants a StreamYard link?
Me.
You've got it.
Mystery does in chat.
All right. If you porn bomb me, I swear I'll be after you.
We've got his IP anyway. Right, I'm just going to mute while I take my plate into the kitchen.
Okay.
By the way, do Playtex still make bras?
Yeah, they do. There you go. You got your link. Don't be naughty with me. Southwest States on the radio. All right. Are you telling them about your goats as well? Sorry. Don't know what she thinks I can do with the no phone thing. Boyfriend's going round in a bit. I said, tell him to pick it up. And she said, well, I can't have no phone. I said, well, when he gets there, I literally live 30 seconds round the corner in the car.
Oh. Yeah, it's flat. It's been flat here most of the day, Drew. Skip.
What, the earth?
No. Stop getting robbed. Stop getting robbed to influence you.
No, I can make my own mind up. I put it in there, Mystery Schooler, if you wanted to come on.
Mystery Schooler.
Just take it and be.
Oh, you're running it live, are you? Yeah, I used to get told that in the showers, Drew. Take it and be a man.
Big strong man.
We know what you're doing, Drew. Yeah, we know you're not really sorry.
Sing us a song, Glenn. Oh, you don't need that, Beth. Just want to further back up.
I can sing a song for you, Beth.
Just don't bend down for this song.
I don't know. Gets kind of
You need soap and a rope in those
kind of
kind showers.
acceptable after a while, Beth. Joking. Can I make myself a coffee, Max? But I am actually in the kitchen now, but I want the kettle's noisy. So
Well, just mute it.
Yeah, I'll just mute.
Schooler, you're muted, so we can't hear you if you're talking. So you have a look on your thing.
Hello.
Hello. You've muted it again. You've muted your thing again, Schooler. Just unmute it.
I know.
Hi. Well, you keep muting it back up. Hello. Yeah, it just keeps muting. Never been to jail. Hello, Schooler. Hello. Nope. Nope, can't hear you if you're talking. Oh, right, come on, a different one. Hold on.
Yeah, sometimes when you come in with multiple people on StreamYards, can play up a little bit.
Hello?
What, Beth? What did I say?
Huh?
Beth,
Hey, it's
she's going, oh my God, Glenn,
presentation
what
on
did I
there.
say?
I'm gonna put this
Yeah,
live on my.
I can hear you now.
Yes.
Come on, Schooler. So, live from Clay, Mystery School. All right, is this something that you've done, Schooler? Yeah. Hello? Right, it's just gone off again.
Yeah, so this is Judah Lowe and his golem. This is a real statue,
right.
and this is a slide I made on him.
Oh, right, okay. And where does it hail from? What part of the world?
Prague.
All right, Prague. All right, okay.
I know, Beth.
Well-
I do apologise with the soap gags.
Loads of great stuff from that part of the world, Prague. It's got some amazing
My
old
background
buildings
noise
in it
is
as
really
well.
loud, so I'm gonna have to keep muting it, unmuting myself. Sorry.
All right, are you on a PC? If you're on a PC and you've got YouTube open, just turn YouTube off, and it should help because you won't get all the feedback then. That's what you need to do if you've got YouTube open at all. All right, Judith. Yeah.
Thanks, Beth. You're the only person that ever has.
1526, also known as Rabbi Law. Right, I can't see that. It was an important. Oh God, I don't know how you say that. Scholar, Jewish mystic, and philosopher, who for the most of his life served as the leading rabbi in the. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Known for his works on Jewish philosophy and Jewish mysticism. He is also known as the subject of the 19th century legend that created the Golem of Prague. All right. Do you know, I'm hearing about this now, and it kind of sometimes it's right. I read, and it wasn't actually, it was a fictional book, and I vaguely remember it mentioning the Golem of Prague. It was, a paranormal, like, fictional book, and I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out my channel, Mystery Schooler. I'm gonna do a live presentation on this one. This is my first time in your guys' channel. Thanks for having me on.
Hang on, I'll find you and I'll put your link in the chat. Just bear with me. Go to channel. Yeah, it kind of does ring a bell somewhere in the back of my head. Now I'm reading about it. Right. So I'll just stick your link in. So that's your link, and I'll give you a subscribe while I'm there. Oh, I'm already subscribed to you. I haven't had the bell click though, but I'm already subscribed.
Yeah, she's just saying that. She says that to everybody to make them feel welcome.
No, I was. I didn't have the bell click though.
I knew it.
By the way, Drew, can you just cover your ears up one moment, please? 'Cause I need to ask Beth a question. So, Beth, I've always wondered about your name. What is your bits and pieces about? Yeah, I have to tell Drew to cover his ears up because it might be of a sexual orientation, and we know he's quite a timid fella.
I picked a channel name. Do you know that?
What, you did?
I did.
Well, that just says that just about says it all, then, don't it?
Well, she does bits of all sorts. So bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So, Schooler, do you do a lot of myths in that on your channel? Is that what you do?
Oh yes, ma'am. I usually do legends and myths and stuff, kind of like your channel.
Yeah, I'm just having a look now. I've been trying myself these last few videos just to keep it like local to my county. And it was actually really weird. I was reading a legend today from local about 15 miles away from me. And it was like the Lancashire Atlantis. And it was a town that actually ended up sinking into the sea off the Fylde coast. I was reading it, and to Americans, I was thinking to myself, it says Lancashire, my county, is a relatively new county. It was 1162. My county was formed, and it was one of the last counties to be formed. And I thought, if Americans hear that it's a relatively new county compared to the rest, and it's 1162.
Was Preston ever mentioned in the Doomsday Book, Max?
Yeah, Preston is mentioned in the Doomsday Book. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
my actual not Nottingham as well, but my own town within Nottingham is also mentioned within the Doomsday Book.
Yeah, well, Preston's gone through a lot of changes. It was its original name, but it was in Latin in the Doomsday Book, was Priesttown. That's where Preston comes from, Priesttown. At one point, we had the most churches and pubs. Believe it or not, the most churches and pubs in England. in our city.
That explains a lot. And by the way, Drew, I did clock that. Glenn, is this your new photo? No, Golem is not my new photo, Drew.
If creating a golem out of clay from the banks. I always find golems really cool because they're a construct, obviously, supposedly, and it's when they have the wording under the tongue, and that's how you can supposedly stop them, isn't it? That's the key. Piece of paper under the tongue.
Are they supposed to be like a false deitor to like certain like sects within society?
No, it's a golem is from the Jewish religion, and it's a construct. It's made out of clay, that's brought to life with whatever energy, or supposedly, and it works for the Jewish faith, to protect it. It's like a protector. That's why they had them. I mean, let's be honest. The Jews have gone through some persecution, so if you could have a construct that did stuff for you, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So it's kind of like in the Quran, where they believe that like the jinn was like formed from like smoke and fire.
Yeah.
And man, the second creation of God, was like made from clay as well, from the earth.
Yeah, the earth.
Yeah.
We got to remove. I'm reading this, so there much pulls on his mouth. See, I told you they had the paper under the mouth.
Yeah, she's always got to put that little bit in there.
Yeah, you know your stuff.
Hey, it's me bread and butter, isn't it?
Yeah, Max Myths and Legends. It's in the name.
Do you know, it's really funny because I don't tend to do a lot of lives doing them, but it is what I do.
She's quite clever with stuff like that.
Oh no, I love stuff like this. It's just interesting, isn't it? I was reading today.
Well, it's right up your alley, isn't it, really, Max?
Yeah. I've done a bit of stuff on Golem's Reddit. No, I've never done a video on it or anything. So, I'm Skiller. I'm just trying.
Don't miss it on the 17th. I'm going to be live doing this one.
So, did nobody know that he'd done this? He'd created this golem. Did nobody know he created?
Oh no, it was well known within the town. People knew about him. There's even one version of the story where the golem falls in love with another girl in Prague, and he's denied love or whatever, and goes on a rampage.
Well, unless he also, when he was creating the golem, he molded a middle bit for him. I don't think that we're ever going to work out, were it? Sorry, I'm a bit rude there. But,
it always turns to crud, don't it, Max? Wheeler? Can't take you anywhere, woman.
Oh, life's short.
So yeah, look at all the different forms. I'm gonna later in this, I'm gonna go through all the different forms of mythology, or whatever you want to call it, legend, that involve making life out of clay.
Yeah. Do you know? I'm just looking at this picture here, and I know it doesn't. It hasn't. But on the golem, it looks like it's tagged around its ankle. It's got a tag on. Do you see what I mean, Glenn? Round its ankle.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got a tag on it, a police tag, a court tag.
Yeah, he's not allowed out after 7 o'clock in the evening.
Well, no, not if he's going on rampages. He's not.
No, definitely not. So what did this go and do then?
Go ahead, say your question again.
Yeah, I was saying. So, what did the golem do then? You know, did he like just terrorize like people, towns? What was his construct actually for? What was he? What was his purpose?
Well, I would say, from what I've read, the defenders of the Jewish faith.
Right. Okay.
That's what they're for. To defend the faith.
Well, in Prague at that time, there was some emperor or something that decreed to kill all of them or something like that. So this was one of the self-defense things that it's like his bodyguard, you know.
Yeah, that's what they were for. I mean, if you think about it, going back to Roman times and before, the Jewish people have never, because it all comes from money lending, let's be honest, and the Jewish people were money lenders back in the Roman times, and and before, obviously. And so people didn't like them because that's kind of what they did for the money, for the jobs, for the work.
I'm not touching this.
And that's where all the hate comes from. That's where the hate comes from for a lot of Jewish people. Right or wrong, that's what it's a stupid bloody thing. But yeah, and that, I mean, even the Knights Templars didn't like the Jewish people because the Knights Templars were a bank of money lending thing as well. So even they didn't like the Jewish people at the time because they were in the same business. And that's why the Muslims and the Jewish people had a lot of problems because they had to, whatever areas they were in, I don't know them off my head now because it's a long time since I've read it, they had to pay the Jewish people to travel to different parts of wherever they were because the Jewish people run the money sections in those places and that. So yeah, it goes way back, all these rivalries, whether the religion or just people who are xenophobic or what have you.
Yeah, and this play doll on the right, you can see, not the far right, the first one on the right. It's they make these as part of the tradition still, and I was like, wow, it sure looks like you could put something into it, like a chip or something, right? Like, is this like some form of technology or something? It's just lost through time,
It does, doesn't it? It does. The thing is, but pre the Dark Ages, like the Roman times, the things they made, whether it were pottery or statues or things like that, was so much better than when we went into the Dark Ages. It was like when Rome pulled out of all these countries, they took all the technology and thought with them, and we slipped back. I mean, if you see pottery from like the Dark Ages, 500 BC, whatever, sorry, AD, it's so much worse than what was 500 years before when the Romans were still invading all these countries. We literally slipped back. We regressed. It's like Roman people had stairs. Through the Dark Ages, they had to build single story houses because they didn't know how to build stairs because that was a Roman thing, Great. Sorry, I get a bit nerdy when I talk about stuff like this.
Oh, no worries. I personally think that the mainstream narrative is a load of baloney, and that our ancestors were more advanced than they tell us. And I'm not getting at ancient aliens either, but.
It is quite a logical thing to think about when you when you see the things like I just said about the Romans. When you see that and the technology that they had, and then we literally regressed afterwards, you can kind of see a concept where that sort of thing would happen. It's like, was it Iran, Glenn, that they found the battery?
It was either Iran or Iraq. I think it might have been Iraq, actually.
It was one of them, weren't it? And they found a battery, and it would have.
It was a clay pot with like an electrode. Trying to think of
Yeah, they recreated it and remade it, and it actually worked. The battery worked, and it was dated something like 600 BC or something, wasn't it? It was well back,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
battery would
I
have
think
actually, when they recreated it, the battery would have actually worked. So it shows that they had technology that was beyond the Romans or anything like that later on, and it was lost to time again.
yeah. There's a lot of ancient archaeology that's been kept from us. I do know that it's probably all locked up in the Smithsonian somewhere, but there's an
One
awful
hundred
lot.
percent.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that modern day man are never meant to see. It's just
Mm.
been completely hidden from his eyes.
But when you start thinking about this, and you start thinking about the legends that were taught, it's like Atlantis. Let's just take Atlantis for they were supposed to be a technologically advanced civilization. When you realize that we did have civilizations that were creating batteries, back in BC, it kind of makes you think, well, were these actually one of them? Did it actually come from that? I mean, they found coins that is supposedly Greek, but it's not quite Greek that's on them, out in the Algiers and stuff like that. So it does make you think, because these coins, they'll say the Greek, and then they'll get other experts saying, well, they're not really Greek because that doesn't really correlate with other Greek coins of the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just I think it's all just put out there, just to fool us all. Again, one of my sayings is, because somebody says something doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Yeah.
So you'll get one university that will convolute, something from historic records that another university has stated, and vice versa. And basically, when you start to do a lot of research, you really can't get to the bottom of anything, because it's all just convoluted, and you can't make head nor tails of it. So I think it's done that way, so we don't actually get a grasp on what the reality of the situation is. It's just all there to fool us. There is some, I think there are some people out there that are extremely intelligent when it comes to ancient history, but again, it's just their take on it all.
Yeah.
The next
Yeah.
the next is somebody else's take, and so on and so on, and it's like you just don't know what to believe.
But you see, I can't. That's kind of what keeps me interested when I do myths and legends, because you get snippets in them, and if you go looking and searching and these things, there's evidence to that something like that was or lived or happened, or and I just find it really interesting when you see things like that, and then when they find things like that, battery and everything. And do you know what? That should have been massive news, and it wasn't, was it?
Well, I was saying this to Zara the other day, Max. The mainstream media is the be all and end all of the majority of people's knowledge when it comes to news, basically. And it's like, again, they'll cover something like Madonna's pointy bra, for 10 minutes. Yeah, you've got 2 wars going off in the world and none of it's covered.
Yeah.
So or if they do cover the wars, they'll spend 2 minutes on it, a minute on each, just to give you an update. But Madonna's pointy bras is more important, because that's the mentality of what people have well, should I say, that's what they think people's mentality where it should be, with how things are perceived in society. It's all wrong.
Yeah. Greek mythology, Prometheus molded. What on earth? Historical times. I like Greek mythology. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I did Greek mythology. That's where the Milky Way comes from. The name of the Milky Way came from Hera's breast milk.
Yeah.
I literally didn't know that till I came across it. So
Well,
sticking Hercules on Hera's tit, and she didn't want him there.
it's all way before my time, Mags. You were born before me, so you'd know all this.
Oh, Glenn, feck off. So do you like to do ones from around the world, Scooter? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole point of this presentation is it's a compilation of the worldwide phenomena
Yeah.
or whatever of myths of beings made from clay, and it gets to the point where it's hard to find one where it isn't, where it
Yeah.
isn't people being made from clay. So I thought it'd be a good presentation. You probably think I'm starting to run out, right? I have like 7 more slides of this. It's just like keeps going and going. It's ridiculous. Like,
The thing is though, when there is, you'll find it all around the world. It's like, you know, I'm not like saying yeah Britain, but I mean, you know, you came from us, Holland and Germany. We went over there, kind of thing, us mainly, and so a lot of our legends and a lot of our things like fairies. I mean, people will say there's like fairies of the fae and things like that in America. Well, those stories come from us. Do you know what I mean? And Ireland and the Celts and things like that. So you will find that a lot of places around the world, places especially that have been co-opted, shall we say? It sounds better than invaded or took over. Co-opt. Will have the same kind of stories, just in a different context. It's just the way the world, you know, it was like survival of the fittest, weren't it? You know, and people invaded here, there, and everywhere. So all these stories got spread around the world because people were invading different parts of the world, and that's how they got spread around. So you do find that a lot of legends and myths do have
Oh, there's definitely a lot of similarities between them.
Yeah, all around the world, yeah. And it's
you know,
basically
the
because
legends tell
people.
us Atlantis, right? And
Mhm.
that was like all one civilization, and then something happened, and then it split up worldwide. And I'm like, is that why the stories all sound like very similar, just like spoken through a different tongue or different perspective? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it is. It's because it's been spread around the world. It's like Chinese whisper. Do you know what Chinese whispers is? Yeah. Where somebody whispers
Chinese
something
what?
in the ear and they pass it on to the next and the next, and it's a total different sentence by the time you get to the end. It's kind of like that. So our telling of a legend might be different than yours, although it's the same start of it. It's because it's gone through several different tellings of it through the years, and then it's gone to a different country and they've put their spin on it so it relates to their country. Do you understand what I mean? And that's what happens. Like
Yeah,
Chinese legends
yeah,
are like Chinese
Yeah, a
whispers.
telephone.
Yeah, we always taught a different analogy of that in school, Mags. It was, you know, the teacher says little Johnny fell out of the tree and broke his leg, and then someone else would tell somebody else, and he goes, "Oh, did you hear about little Johnny? He fell out of the tree, he broke his leg and his arm." And then the third person would come along and listen to the story. They'd pass it on and say, "Hey, do you hear what? Little Johnny fell out of the tree, broke his neck, both arms, and one of his legs," and it'd just get all again.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's just the same, isn't it? It's Chinese whispers. It
Yeah,
changes
Chinese
all the
whispers.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what happens.
Chinese whispers. Okay, that's new to me. Thank you. Yeah, I never heard that
Yeah,
one.
it's basically you could have 10 people in a room and the first person will whisper a sentence into the first person's ear. And it could be like, it's cloudy today and it rained and the washing got wet on the line. And by the end of it, it's a total different sentence because people change it as they go along. If they don't hear it correctly, they add. People never take away from it. They always add extra to it. So if they've missed something that they didn't hear, they'll add their own part to it So by the end, it could be it was cloudy outside. I fell over the washing line when I was hanging the washing out. Do you understand what I mean? It's a total different thing when it gets to the end of it, because people will always add, they never take away. So it's the same with the legend. When it transfers around the world, they will always add bits to it, and it's usually more of a colloquialism thing. They'll add the local thing to it, whatever's local to them, and it melds with the legend. That's what they add to it. Told you I get a bit nerdy with things like this. Do you know, because I like to take the mickey and have a laugh and take the piss, people actually don't realise they'll spend 6 hours a day reading stuff.
Yeah, you are very
By the
knowledge.
end of it, Max lost the knickers off the washing line. That's right, Beth. Go on, Glenn. Were you going to compliment me, or were you going to give me more shit?
Well, give you a compliment.
I know you've been ill. I was just wondering.
Dear. I'll tell you now. Meth is a serious drug. You need to stay off.
No. Oh, because I got high. Oh dear. No, but it's crazy. This is why I love them, because you will always find a connection. Always. Wherever you are in the world, there will be something, and it isn't even religious based. It isn't, because it's like the jinn, comes from the Quran, yeah? But the jinn changed its format, and the jinn became a genie, and the genie, do you know what I mean? And then it was 3 wishes for the genie, and it was all Disneyfied, and that's what happens.
Yeah, I like the story of the jinn.
It's good. I did a live on the story of the jinn, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right.
I did. And I did a spirit box when I used to do paranormal, because I used to do paranormal, Scooter. I don't know anything, but I used to do paranormal. And I did a spirit box on it. Can you remember?
What's a spirit box?
Yeah.
Yeah, say what's a spirit box?
Yeah, whatever. Because you used to do it just as much as me. And and can you remember I did the spirit box and it said Quran when I was talking about the jinn, and it said Quran.
Yeah, it's quite clear, isn't it? You probably never hear that. That word.
I've never heard the word all the time I've done the spirit box. Never heard the word Quran apart from when I was talking about the jinn.
Yeah, so, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird the way things like that happen, like with the spirit box.
Yeah, totally.
I like it when.
When's your next live video up?
17th.
17th.
I think he said he's doing it live.
I'm going to be live. I maxed out all my stream time on StreamYard.
Oh, who do you use? Because I can give you right. So do you use StreamYard? Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't. I don't want to get
right. Well, there's another one called Melon, and they give you 10 hours. Melon streaming. It's basically the same as StreamYard, and there's one called Prism as well, and I don't know how many hours you get on Prism, and you can use both of those the same as you use StreamYard, so you'll get extra hours.
It was fun chatting, guys. Yeah, definitely check out my channel, everybody. Mystery Schoolers. Subscribe. I'm almost at 200. I really appreciate the support.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, check those out, Scoots. Check Melon streaming out and check Prism streaming out. They're basically the same thing.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And you can use them in the same way. So if you run out of hours on StreamYard, you can get a few extra from them. So you can stream to your heart's content.
Oh, that does sound nice.
Thank you very much for sharing this.
I'm out of here for now. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
I've been reading them when you've put them up. I have been reading them. It's really interesting. So yeah, if you go live on the 17th, and it's within our time, that I wouldn't be asleep. I'll pop in to see you. Oh, he's gone. Hi, Pizza. How are you? Hey there, Glennis. Oh, God, he's muted on me now as well. Thank you very much for coming in anyway, Scooter, because that was really interesting. I was reading those slides as you put them up. I do love a good myth and legend, Glenn.
I know you do. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to pause you there for a moment because I was making some noise.
Honestly, that story about Rabbi Law and his column, I was reading, and okay, don't laugh at me, but it was like a paranormal romance book, but it was really educational paranormal romance book.
Yeah. Do you know, I can vaguely remember
It was
that
in there.
Goblin story.
Yeah, but that story was in there. God, I can't remember what the books were now. But yeah, so you know, Zara might know because I think I remember talking to Zara about this set of books, and it was really good. But yeah, I think it was in that story because really good books. They put a lot of real stuff in it, or you know, like real legends or things like that in it.
Mm.
No
Yeah,
worry,
that particular story there, that does ring a bell with me. I can't remember where I've heard it now.
Yeah, really
It may have
interesting.
been something you mentioned or you said.
I actually like how he did that. How he's put all like gold, you know, put where like the Greek legend with Prometheus and things like that. How he's tied it into, was it like like constructs of like gold kind of things. And it's actually interesting that when you put it like that and you see how many kind of things like that actually appear in different cultures, beliefs, whatever you want to say. It's interesting.
No worries, Mystery School. It was quite interesting, that was.
Oh, Black Shuck. I've done a video on a Black Shuck, but you have to go right back. I think it was like 2018 or something.
Oh, that was way before my time. Like, I wasn't even born then.
Yeah,
You're so much older than me.
I think it was actually more of a Black Shuck that was in Cornwall, maybe.
Andrew's just messaged me, Max. He said he's just had to nip off because
there was a goat going free.
Yeah, he had a secret meeting in his shed with a goat or something. I don't know what. Yeah. I ain't got a clue what that's about. I just got a message from him.
Yeah. he's paid his dues and now they're letting him in.
I don't know. I'm just worried for the goat.
All right, say hi to Leon. I've not spoken to him for ages because I've not done any music things.
No, go on then, Beth. Go on then. Tug off. Like, we don't really want you anyway, don't we?
Beth's been going through a rough time. I know she's got Bell's palsy at the minute. So
all right.
Yeah, but it's not going anywhere. So she's had to have a few scans and be under hospital and everything because it's not clearing up as it should. So yeah, I know. I will try to do a music one. I'm wondering if I can get away with.
I hope you feel better. Hang on, Motormouth. Okay, Beth, you take care, sweetheart, and I hope you feel better soon. I have to say it like that to Max because I just never get a word in edgeways. Go on then, Max. And by the way, Andrew's back from the shed.
No, I was wondering if
how's it go?
How's your goat?
How's your goat feeling, Andrew?
Satisfied.
Yeah, has he got a smile on his face?
Nah.
Or is it you that's got the smile on your face, Andrew?
I don't know what noise. What do they make? What noises do goats make?
Well, Andrew will know.
They're like, bah. Oh, no. Just...
I don't know.
No, what I was wondering is, because of obviously copyright and things like that, I was wondering if you could do, like I did on DLive, and name that tune so you're only actually playing the first few bars of a song.
Well, I know through like doing videos, copyright, you're allowed to like have 5 seconds of any footage from anything. That's within copyright.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not sure about music though, Max, because
No.
a lot of people seem to think at the moment they can like get away with playing music on YouTube, but there's certain copyright restrictions with certain music where they'll give you an instant strike.
Right.
Like, say, if you was to play anything by the Eagles, bam, your channel, you know, and if you was to like play it 3 times on 3 individual like streams, that's it, your channel's gone. Because you'll get 3 strikes. So anything by the Eagles is like a massive no-no. And I know
I'm
that
not
for
even a
a
big
fact.
fan of Eagles.
Yeah, through like another that told me about that.
You did well, please don't stop, Mags. That is, yeah, you can feck off, Glenn.
Beth just called me a child.
Well, you keep trying to say you're young.
I am, but I'm not a child.
You're not. You also have this weird sense of imagination.
Betty, I'm a man.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
Drew's
Anyway, we've
active.
gone over it. I only tend to usually do an hour. We've done an hour and a half.
I know, time flies, don't it, when you're having fun?
Yeah. See, well, you do keep saying before your time.
Drew's attacking, Max. Can you block him, Max?
Take it like a boy.
You know, Drew. You know. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now anyway, Beth.
Yeah. Drew's favourite team in America is the Rams. Did you know that?
They're just not his favourite.
Isn't that right, Drew? Hey, your favourite team's the Rams, isn't it?
The ram's head. You just wouldn't want to give them head, would you, with those teeth? Have you seen a goat's teeth? Jesus.
Put you out of your misery, Andrew. You're the one with a big gun, so you keep whispering in my ear.
Do you keep whispering sweet nothings?
No, he's denying it, Drew. I've got you recorded.
Right, shall we go, Mr. Glenn?
Okay, Mrs.
Mrs. Bitch. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's the drugs. It's the drugs, Andrew, from the operation. Because I've had an operation, you know.
But the drugs don't work. What's that? What's that song? They just
That's the Verve, isn't it?
Pardon?
The Verve.
The Verve. That's it.
Those that did Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody who popped in. I'm Andrew, Beth, Schooler, Bud, everybody, Shaz, everybody who's been in tonight anyway.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining the stream.
Thank you very much. Come and listen to me and Glenn just shooting the shit.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go anyway because I've got some things to sort out myself here.
I know, and I just got to a good bit in my book before come on here. So, yes, I'm an Ada Reid. All right, we know. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care.
Yeah, Max, before you go, that Andrew's the right bitch there. Did you see that comment he put?
Have a nice evening. Don't usually have this much fun except when working at the funeral home or shagging goats. I'll say it. We've skirted around it all night. I'll say it.
See you guys. See you, Andrew.
See you later.
Love
Bye.
you.